Hello and welcome back. This is Steve at Bucks Coins and welcome to the channel. This is the second attempt to record this particular video. The first one, the file was corrupted, so here we go again. Today's coin is a 50p coin that's come out just recently. It's the Windrush Generation coin. This came about because the Windrush Generation 75 years committee approached the Royal Mint and other people and said, this celebration is coming up, or this anniversary is coming up, we would like to, if we can, get a coin to celebrate it that could be released into circulation. Well, they've got the coin, but because of things that have gone wrong since this initial approach was being made, i.e. originally it would have been released under, or came about originally through a decree by Elizabeth II, which was then passed on to Charles, and he agreed with them to produce the coin. So that, along with the coronation coin that's just come out or is due out, and the Queen's Memorial coin, means that at this moment in time, although it is still earmarked as a possible release coin should the government need it, extra 50p to go into circulation, it's on hold for the moment. We're waiting on the coronation coin going into circulation, and that will go on first, and then should after that have been issued, there's still a requirement for coins, then the Windrush will be, from what I understand, the next in line. So I have two versions of this coin. I have the blue card version from Westminster Change Checker, and also the Royal Mint bunk pack. I will do the bunk pack in a minute, so let's just concentrate on this particular coin. On the back, or on the reverse, we have King Charles III, the date of 2023, and the fact that it's 50p piece. On this side we have a 50p, the design, which is two people from the Windrush Generation, 75 years, and the Union Jack in the background. Right, a little bit about the ship. This particular video is going to be in two parts. There's a little one about the ship first, and then we'll talk about the Windrush Generation themselves. HMT Windrush held 492 passengers on her voyage in 1948 that arrived in the United Kingdom. And the people who arrived between 1948 and 1979 were known as the Windrush Generation. HMT Empire Windrush originally was the MV Monte Rosa. This was a passenger liner with a cruise ship launched in Germany in 1930 as the MV Monte Rosa, and it belonged to the Hamburg shipping line at Hamburg Süd. It was there between 1930 and 1940, and between 1940 and 1945 it was taken out of the as a cruise liner and became part of the Marines Krieg, or Kriegsmarine, which was the German Navy during the Second World War. The MV Monte Rosa, as it was seized by the UK as war reparation in 1945, and it was renamed HMT Empire Windrush. Occasionally it was known, or was named after the river Windrush. This took place in November 1945, and it carried on with that line until the 30th of March 1954. On that date, it sank after catching fire. The speed of the HMT Windrush was 14.5 knots. It was 500 foot long, 65 foot 7 in the beam, 37 foot 8 inches in depth. It was powered by four SCSA diesel engines from Bad Voss in Hamburg. So that's the ship itself. Now we come on to the Windrush, and for that I'm going to bring in this coin for you to take a look at. Let's take it down a bit. There we go. It's been 75 years since HMT Empire Windrush docked at Tilbury in Essex, and that was on the 22nd of the 6th, 1948. Carrying passengers from the Caribbean to fill labour shortages in the UK post-war. HMT Windrush became a symbol of a wider mass migration movement. On the original voyage, it had 492 passengers. Many of the men and women that were on board served in the British Armed Forces during World War II. One of these was a Jamaican-born British person, Sam Beaver King, who served in the RAF during the war and became a postman after arriving in Tilbury in his 20s. He became a campaigner for the black British rights and was the first black mayor of Southwark. He was a pioneer of migrants to buy homes in the UK and co-founded the first Caribbean-style carnival, which was the precursor to the Notting Hill Carnival. 500,000 UK residents were born in the Commonwealth countries and arrived before 1971. All of these are known as the Windrush Generation, according to the University of Oxford estimates. In 2018, Windrush Day was created, and that was the 22nd of June of each year, which coincides with the date of the first Empire Windrush docking in Tilbury. So that's the history. If we look at this Royal Mail bunk pack, Royal Mint bunk back, stay, everything's falling off all over the place. Let's just take this up a little bit, and if we go out, on this one here, which shows King Charles III's bust, on this side we have the Empire Windrush, the bow end, with people waving off the bow end. On the folded over leaf we have the Windrush Generation serving in the British Armed Forces, which is something I mentioned a little earlier, and then returning to the mother country. So that's, if you want to read this, please pause and read the screen. If we open this up, on the bottom half here we have the Pride and Belonging. We then have a 3D pop-up, so if I put it there, I can put my hand behind it. I don't know if you can see that. I can put my hand, can you see that? I'm putting my hand behind the 3D pop-up. And then on, if I keep that in that area, you've got the enriching of British society and culture. That includes things like the Notting Hill Carnival and other such carnivals, and also the fact that people have coming from the West. We've had lots of cultural things such as West Indian food, which has become very popular with all races. You've got also, if you think about it, you've also got Chinese, you've got what we will call Indian curries, which could have come from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. I think a lot of the curry places that we know of come originally from Bangladesh. The people who bought them, who made the businesses up, were originally Bangladeshi. Of course, we have that huge influx in the early 70s, which I'm not sure whether it's counted or not, from the Uganda, when Idi Amin threw out all the Asian people that were working in Uganda. Now, I'm not too sure if they're counted in with this Empire Windrush generation or not. We then got rebuilding the country. So when they came in 1948, they took over jobs that nobody else that were going unfulfilled, because we didn't have the people to be able to do them. And they ranged from postmen and dustmen right the way through to doctors and nurses in the NHS. We then have the arrival of the Windrush. That gives a little bit about the arrival, and then on the rear we have 75 years of the Windrush Generation, a little explanation along with the coin specifications. I'm sorry, but I may not have given you enough time to pause, so if you want to read that particular one about the arrival of the Windrush, there you go. The last thing we need to do is take a look at the coin itself. This colour coin is a bit different from the black and white one for obvious reasons. But the thing is, it does make it bounce a little bit by having the Union Jack behind the couple who are in silver, and then you've got Windrush Generation underneath, and the 75 for the 75 years there. I perhaps would have liked to have seen, by all means have the Union Jack, but why not use this picture here, the one of the arrival of the HMT Windrush, as a background. Possibly just the bow area where it says Empire Windrush, just have that, and then the Union Jack, the people, and the 75 years and the whatever. I think that would have possibly given us a little bit more extra. But as it is, of the coins that were originally in the annual set as commemorative coins, this was the better of the 250p's by a long way, which is of course this one. This is the one that was in the set, the same one as in the set. This colour does make it pop a little bit, and it does bring out some of the details and makes things more obvious. I prefer this version to the normal Cooper nickel one. What do you think of this coin? Do you like it? Have you got it in your collection? Have you purchased either this 50p on the blue card, or the 50p Cooper nickel bunk pack, or the coloured bunk pack from the Royal Mint? As I say, I like these coins, and to me they are the best coins of the 50p's in the in this year's annual commemorative set. We've still not heard anything yet about the definitives and whether we're going to get a definitive set for 2023. I expect we will do at some time, maybe towards the time of Charles's 75th birthday, just before then. I would say probably, I would think September, October time we'll probably see them, and we'll have, and around about that time we'll probably have the mintage figures for 2022, as 2021 and 2022 as well. So, if you've enjoyed today's video, would you please give me the thumbs up? If you've been, and of course this won't cost you anything. I am also trying to get my subscription level up. I hit my target of 100 for last year, and I've set myself a target of 250 for this Christmas/New Year of 2023, beginning of 2024, and the target I set myself was 250. I've reviewed my viewing figures just recently, and around about 80% of the people who regularly view the channel aren't subscribed. So if you're one of those 80%, could you please think about doing so? And if you believe I deserve it, I would love your subscription, and I'd love to have you around for the rest of my journeys with coins, banknotes, and all the other stuff that I do. If you're having a hunt, I hope you have a successful one and you find the coins you're looking for. If you are buying coins, I hope you can buy them for the price you want to pay. Lastly, thank you for watching to the end, and from me, until we meet again, which I hope will be not too far into the distant future, bye bye from me. Ta-da now.